Stress management for teens. Instantly, stress management for teens. Stress management for teens is very crucial and at the same time important also. When an individual enters into the teenager, there is a lot of hormonal change which needs to be addressed properly. If the relationship between the parents is not amicable, then there can be an adverse effect on the child. Lots of time, teenagers are stressed because of the frequent fight between parents. Literally, I will say the parents should spend some time with their children. It is the responsibility of the parents to take the first step and discuss the critical problems such as sex and hormonal changes with the children and make them comfortable. The children should be made so comfortable that they are able to discuss all kind of problem with their parents without any hesitation. Stress management techniques for a teenager. Moving further, our discussion will be based on the facts and figures. According to a survey done by the American Psychological Association, teenagers in school say their stress level is higher as compared to that of adults. The stress has drastically impacted some of the healthy and good habits like exercising, sound sleeping and eating healthy foods in a negative way. Are teens adopting adult stress habits? The survey was conducted in 1950 adults and 1018 adults. Some of the findings of the survey are highlighted below. 31% of the teens reported feeling overwhelmed and 30% report feeling sad as a result of stress. 36% of the teens reported feeling fatigued or tired. 23% of the teens reported skipping a meal due to stress. 16% of the teens reported a decline in stress level from the last year. 13% never set aside time to manage stress. 42% reported they are not doing enough to manage their stress. 31% reported their stress level has increased in the last year. 34% believe their stress level will increase in the coming year. These findings are not looking great and the government needs to take preventive measures and educates the teens on the ways to cope with stress effectively. Influence of stress on health behavior. The survey also explored the relationship between stress and health behaviors. The findings show the increase in the stress level negatively impact healthy habits such as sleeping, exercise and eating healthy foods. Nearly 1 in 5 teens accepted that get stressed when they aren't getting proper sleep. 20% of teens accepted that there is a decrease in the exercise due to an increase in the stress level. The stressed teens reported exercising once a week or even less. One important finding in the survey was the relationship between stress and online activities. Those teens who had a stressful past year of schools were reported to spend 3.2 hours online per day as compared to 2 hours online per day by normal or less stressed teenagers. Common reason of stress for teens. There can be numerous reasons for stress among teens. We will throw light on some of the common reasons. The parents' comment like "don't disappoint me, do your homework, hurry up" and so on can lead to stress among the teens. It's definitely good to guide your child, but always pointing out some mistakes in your child can make them feel low and less confident. Try to create positive vibes and not the negative one. Sometimes, comments from the close friends can also lead to acute stress such as "prove you are not a loser, don't hang out with them, don't wear that" and so on. In the teenage, you may get stressed with your thoughts and expectations such as build my muscles, wear the right clothes, need to lose weight, get better grades and so on. Figuring out how to be independent. Feeling pressure to get good grades. Thinking a lot about the future. Feeling guilty. Dealing with sexual feelings. Worrying about the way your body is changing. Not being good enough at sports. School demands and frustrations. Unsafe living environment. Family financial problems. Unable to match parents' high expectation. Problem with friends. Death of loved ones. Family member suffering from a life-threatening disease such as cancer. Separation or divorce of parents. Though we can't completely negate stress in a teenager's life, still proper support from parents and teachers can do a great job. Parents can take these measures to help distress their children. Listen to your children and watch for the overloading. Learn and model stress management skills. Support your children in sports and other social activities. Closely monitor the children's health, thought process, behavior, and feelings. Tips for stress management for teens. Regular exercise. Teenagers should exercise on a regular basis. By doing so, the cortisol aka stress hormone and adrenaline hormone in the body can be restored. Any form of exercise is beneficial for stress. When the exercise is done on a regular basis, pumps up your endorphins, brains feel good neurotransmitter leading to instantly decrease in the worries. Doing exercise on a daily basis can help you relax, improve moods, enhance self-confidence, and lowers the symptoms associated with stress and anxiety. Outdoor games such as football, hockey, tennis etc., which involves a lot of physical activities, can help you to forget all the problems, irritation, frustration etc. and concentrate on the physical movement. Playing these games on a regular basis can help you shed your tension and focus on positivity in life. Avoid caffeine intake. It is important to avoid caffeine intake in a stressful situation. High intake of caffeine can increase the feeling of anxiety and agitation. Though you may feel instant relief due to caffeine intake, still you need to understand, it's not the solution but a step further towards alleviating the intensity of the problem. Relaxation exercise. Being a teenager, it's important to learn the relaxation exercise. By learning the abdominal breathing and muscle relaxation techniques, you can cope better with a stressful situation. Friendship. It's always better to have a cordial and fruitful relationship with individuals who are optimistic and positive towards life. Always try to avoid not only negative thought but also the people with negative thought. Try to build a network of friends who can help you cope with the stressful situation. Friends are an integral part of our lives, and making good friends is a lifetime asset, isn't it? Perfection. No one is perfect and you should never run behind perfection. If you are doing so, the only thing that you will get in return is stress. In the teenage, we always try to replicate some sports person or actors, and by trying to be someone else or live someone else's life, we only create a stressful situation for ourselves. Appreciate yourself. It's good to compete with your friends in school, college etc., but always trying to be the best in everything that you do isn't possible. It's always good to appreciate yourself even though you have not secured the first rank or scored the maximum number of goals in a school football match. Always criticizing yourself can create a negative feeling. You have to understand that all days can't be the same, similar to the fact that all the figures are of not the same length. Celebrate small achievements. Achieving big goals are always enticing, but it doesn't mean that we can't set small goals and celebrate achieving it. For example, you are a teenager and wants to lose 10 kilograms in weight. Though it's great to celebrate the final weight loss of 10 kilograms, still celebrating the loss of every 2 kilograms can keep you motivated and focused towards your goal. Try it out, trust me, it really works. Negative self-talk. All of us have negative thoughts in our life at some point in time in our life. Life is not the bed of roses and is definitely full of ups and downs. When things are not going as per our expectation, we tend to think negatively about ourselves, life and so on. Self-talking is a self-reliever, but thinking and talking negatively about yourself can lead to chronic stress and anxiety. For example, I am hopeless and I can't do anything in my life is negative self-talk, and it can be replaced by positive thought as thinking is not going as per my expectation, but bad time will go and a good time will come soon if I will keep working hard with the same intensity. Keeping yourself positive during a hard time is definitely a great stress management technique, and every teenager should learn it. Practice stressful situation. A lot of teenagers have a problem in delivering the speech in front of the class, performing some task in front of the class and so on. Ignoring the problem can only aggravate the stress. Frequent encounter with this type of scenario can lead to an extremely stressful situation. As a result, the teenager performance will drastically reduce and can lead to ignorance of the subject in class. The best way to deal with a similar situation is to practice public speaking. To overcome fear, participate actively in the class presentation and speeches. Slowly and gradually, the fear will go away and the teenager will see confidence and improvement. Wrapping up, by the means of this post, we have tried to highlight the reason for stress among the teenagers and the possible solution that can really do wonders. It's very important for the parents to also keep a track of their children and help them to cope with the stress. Sometimes, listening to your child's problem and guiding him with the possible solution can really do wonders. Last but not least, it's parents' responsibility to help their children grow fearless, confident. A lot of time teenagers spend at their home, and the ambiance and the environment the teenagers get at home plays a significant role in the development of their personality.